I'm someone very special in front of me right now. Her name is Saher, and she got a wonderful score and even wonderful rank in the CLAT exam this time that happened. So, Saher, from you, we want to know what is your score and what rank did you get?
I got a score of 99 and my rank was 15.
So, 99 out of?
Uh, 120.
Okay, and 1515.
One,
That is the rank that you spoke right now? My God, isn't that so great? So, Sahir, I want to know about your preparation journey a bit because it can inspire so many students who are watching the video right now or who may watch it over and over again in the due course of time. Which section did you find the most difficult while preparing? And the second question would be, which I would like to ask right now, is any section that you found out on the D-day of exam is very unpredictable?
so while preparing, obviously, the most difficult section was GK because it tends to be, as you said, very unpredictable. The questions tend to be very shiny. And while doing the paper, again, it was a surprise, and even maths to an extent was a surprise, yes.
Why was math a surprise? What was in the paper that you didn't expect in math?
Uh, I think there wasn't like a very proper table that we had to decipher and then solve. Instead of that, there was a really long passage which they had back in 2023, which was unlike 2024 previous year's papers. That's
Oh, so that means you analyzed the previous year's papers first while preparing.
yes, that solves the more.
Okay, and did that help you at a certain extent for a section like GK or any other section for that matter?
Definitely, yes.
But then when students say that it is current affairs, so why do you solve previous year papers for current affairs in GK then?
To get an idea of what kind of questions they are testing, for example, if they are consistently testing awards or summits, then you have an idea about the themes that they frequently ask us in the paper.
Right. And any sources that you would want to tell for all the sections? How did you prepare English, legal? Just one, two sources very quickly for all sections.
I think for the reading sections, English, legal, and logic, I only relied on the mocks that I consistently solved mocks. For GK, it was kind of everywhere, but I did use Newscanvass. It gave a very comprehensive, at least, list of sources. So I used Newscanvass, and on the top of that, I did my own research. For certain topics, I felt I should delve in more, or I don't understand enough. And for math, also, I solved books.
How relevant do you feel is newspaper reading? And what is the way one should approach newspapers? Because newspapers usually are so lengthy, students start with it and then they tend to, just give away. What do you think can be a strategy to read newspaper very quickly and efficiently?
I mean, if you already like reading newspapers, you should just continue with it. It won't hamper your preparation. It'll just make the reading sections a lot more easier. If you don't like it, then try to read it for a couple weeks. If you still don't like it, don't let it be an added burden on your prep because it won't add on so much. It'll add on in a very indirect way. So there isn't a very tangible benefit to it. But if you do like it, then there's no harm in it.
Any specific section or any specific thing from Newscanvass portal that you liked the most because you explored it the most? We had a lot of things like GK Sarthi, daily reading, and then some sessions also happened. Everything happened, right? So what was your favorite pick from GK?
Definitely the daily reading. So what I would do at the end of the month, I would just go through the list of topics to make sure that even as revision, just to make sure that I knew something about everything at least. That helped me a lot.
Okay, so when you say revision, how many times pre-exam did you revise the entire syllabi?
Uh, I revised the most important topics multiple times, but some of them which I knew were very solidified in my mind, I didn't do them as many times. Like I knew I would be able to figure out from the options. I didn't waste my time doing the ones I was pretty sure.
Okay, and any idea about how much time does it usually take for any student roughly to appear in the exam and then solve GK section? Because we say GK बहुत quickly हो जाता है, तो आपको कितना time लगा और roughly आपको क्या लगता है students को कितना time लगता होगा?
So I used to take 7 to 10 minutes. But if the paper is passage based, like it was this year and the year before, then it takes more time because you need to go back to the passage and check your answers. So I would say maximum of 15 minutes.
So do you think, because quite a many answers were in the passage itself this year, do you think it was an added advantage or the preparation has to be so good that it doesn't matter whether the answers are in the passage?
Yeah, I would agree with the second point. Also, not all of the answers were. There were a couple questions which are not in the passage and which people did not get right. So if you weren't prepared, it did impact your mark.
How is the family blessing you? Are they so happy and glad like we are for you?
Oh yeah, this way very happy.
Great, great, great. I really wish you all the very best from the team News Canvas. I still remember the meek, docile girl who used to sit in the classroom and, used to ask doubts post the class later at some times. And it's such a wonderful feeling when some students who you might have taught, come out with flying colors and come up with flying colors. Thank you so much, Seher, for sparing your time. This was wonderful interacting with you. I hope students benefit from what you mentioned. Any last words, last motivational words for students who might, be somewhere thinking that maybe CLAT humse nahi hoga?
Uh, Not really motivational, but I don't think there's anyone who does not think कि मुझसे नहीं होगा. It's a part of the prep, and it is a fundamental part. Everyone goes through that. You just have to keep going and be consistent. I think.
Great. Thank you, Seher. May God bless you. Bye bye. Take care.
I think.